We live in a world that is terrified of silence. We are surrounded by a constant, digital hum, a never-ending stream of opinions, notifications, and the frantic energy of other people's lives. We have been conditioned to believe that if we are not connected, we are falling behind. If we aren't seen, we don't exist. But there is a high price for this constant connection. When you're always surrounded by the noise of the crowd, you begin to lose the frequency of your own voice. You start to build a life based on a consensus rather than a conviction. You become a mirror, reflecting everyone else, instead of a lighthouse shining your own light. Today, we audit the cost of that noise, and we begin to build something different. Every great thing ever built began in a place where no one was watching. Before the cathedral reaches the sky, the stonecutter spends years in the shadows of the quarry. Before the master speaks, they spend a decade in the library of silence. This is the 1,000 days of shadow. It is a period of deep, uninterrupted work where the only audience is your own standard. Most people quit during the shadow phase because they crave the validation of the light. They want the applause before they've done the work. But the human premium, that rare quality that makes you irreplaceable, is only forged in solitude. It is in the hours where you are alone with your thoughts that your real philosophy is born. You don't find your purpose in a crowd, you find it in the quiet. Solitude is not just being alone, it is a form of internal governance. It is the process of auditing your own mind without the influence of the algorithm. When you sit in a room by yourself, the distractions fall away, and you are left with the raw materials of your character. Ask yourself, if the world went dark tomorrow, and no one could ever see your accomplishments again, what would you still choose to build? What would you still choose to learn? The answer to that question is your true north. When you build from that place, your work takes on a different weight. It becomes heavy. It becomes a foundation that can survive any storm, because it wasn't built on the shifting sands of public opinion. The goal of solitude isn't to hide from the world, it's to prepare for it. You go into the quiet, so that when you return to the noise, you are unshakable. You don't react, you respond. You don't seek permission, you offer value. The world doesn't need more people shouting for attention. It needs people who have spent enough time in the silence to have something worth saying. Subscribe to the Voice of Wealth. Build in the quiet.